No, I'm about the same weight. I think.
How about your guns? You get like that?
Oh no, I think this was kind of the first real off season, I guess, that I watched what I ate. I guess if you want to say treated your body like a pro, whatever. It was kind of that first time that I really tried to eat as healthy as I could, and so I came back in as good a shape as I could possibly be to compete.
Is that something you picked up from Breeze? I know he's very big in his nutrition.
Yes. So he takes care of his body better than anyone I've ever seen. I've heard stories about Brady and Peyton and how they took care of their bodies. Obviously, I don't know, not being around them, but Drew is always doing something to help him, prepare for the next day or that practice coming up, whatever it is. And that was something I tried to take this off season, so I didn't ever have a day where I kind of just felt sluggish, whatever. I always wanted to feel fresh, and that's definitely something I've taken from him.
Coach said he's noticed like marketable improvement in you in terms of like getting guys into the huddle or getting the call in. What have you been doing to kind of show that?
I think that just comes from being confident in the offense, to be honest with you. Like I said earlier, this is really the first time that I felt like, I did when I was at Colorado State, where I knew it like the back of my hand, and I had, the ability to get people lined up and to tell them what to do when they asked. And that's a good feeling. And obviously, when you're like that and you can play like that out there and be confident in your play, then you're willing to let balls go, that maybe you wouldn't have in the past. Whereas before I might have been hesitant, whatever. So it's definitely a good feeling, and I'm hoping to keep improving, because you can always improve.
From where you're watching the field, from a quarterback's point of view, how impressive has Brandon Coleman been to you?
We were actually talking about it the other day. He might be the MVP of camp so far. Not only in his play, but just in the effort plays too. There was a play yesterday. I think it was Mark had a screen and went running up the sidelines. Brandon wasn't even in the play. He was standing back with the receiver, and he took off running, celebrating with Mark, 60 yards down the field. And I don't know if you want to call that an effort play, but that's just kind of cool to see a guy, in the heat of the moment, all this heat and everything, to be willing to run out there and celebrate with his teammates. But just his play speaks volumes. I mean, he looks like a totally different receiver, and the fact that he's 6'6", that's a huge target. And so we're all extremely excited about him, and that's coming from every quarterback.